Browns and Steelers on Monday Night Football at Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh. Let's do three things to watch. Let's make our picks. Mary Kay, start us off.
Amazingly, I'm not starting with Deshaun Watson. I'm going to go with another position. I'm going to be looking at right tackle DeJuan Jones versus the great TJ Watt, the 2021 NFL Defensive Player of the Year, who tied Michael Strahan's sack record of 22.5 that year. In his first week of this season, he sacked Brock Purdy 3 times and forced him to fumble twice. So TJ versus DeJuan, I mean, you've got, size versus speed. DeJuan, of course, the rookie 4th-round pick out of Ohio State. He is 6'8", 374 pounds. He's got 120 pounds on TJ, but it's not all about size, as we know. So DeJuan is going to have to use his quick feet to try to hold off TJ.
And listen, when NFL players who are enormous point out how enormous another NFL player is, he is a very enormous man. That is the case with DeJuan Jones. Ashley, what are you watching?
Yeah, I think I'm going to go to the other side of the ball for the Browns. I'm really curious to see what this Browns pass rush is going to look like against Kenny Pickett, who really struggled last week against the 49ers rush. He got sacked 5 times. He got picked off twice, too. And as I watched that game, I think the Browns and Jim Schwartz are going to be able to replicate a lot of what San Francisco did. And I think, of course, we want to see, are they going to have an encore performance? That rush still looked really good against the Bengals. Even though they only came away with 2 sacks, they got 10 pressures. So very curious to see what it'll look like this week.
And I'll stay with that. I'll just go with Myles Garrett. Mary Kay, you mentioned TJ Watt won a Defensive Player of the Year award, and Myles Garrett has been seeking that award since he came into the league. This is a primetime game. Everyone is watching this. If Myles Garrett puts on a show, this is the sort of performance that could propel him towards that Defensive Player of the Year later in the year. This is kind of his opportunity to set the tone while the entire football world watches him do it. Okay, it is time. Ashley, who are you picking?
Boy, I'll tell you guys, I've agonized over this pick all week, which you two know. We've talked about it a lot, obviously, but I think even with the potential for the Browns having a limited Amari Cooper or not having Amari Cooper at all, I still feel good about their chances to win this game. So I'm going to pick them 17-14, going with the lowing score game just because of the division rivalry aspect of it. It's on the road. But I think they're the more talented football team, so I have to stick with my gut feeling that I had before the Amari Cooper injury.
Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. We should have brought that up. Amari Cooper is questionable for this game. Still not going to impact my pick. Now, on our podcast, I went a little bit higher scoring, but I'm still confident the Browns are going to win this game. I think they win 23-13, a pretty comfortable victory in Pittsburgh to move to 2-0 for that first time since 1993. Mary Kay, what are you picking?
Well, once again, this is the Homer video. But it was the Homer video last week, and we all came out okay after that Bengals game. I am also picking the Browns to win this game, and I think it's just because of everything that I saw from both the Browns and the Steelers last week. Kenny Pickett really struggled. He really had a difficult time, and I think the Browns are going to be able to do some of the same things to him that the 49ers did. Of course, they're going to adjust, and they will do some different things themselves, but I just think that this defense is going to be on a sustainable tear this season, and I just feel like they are going to really kind of have their way with Kenny Pickett.
All right, Monday Night Football, as you know, we're going to have everything about the game before, during, and after covered at cleveland.com/Browns.